Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Let's have a look at what's going on in your love life. 20th to the 26th of October 2025. We're going to have a look at who's coming towards you in love versus your energies. This is for Sagittarius. Okay. I feel Sagittarius, there is what you're doing is, Sagittarius, is that a lot of you are moving towards a very committal energy, Sagittarius. You're not rushing in, not taking like big actions, but it's more like Sagittarius, slow and steady wins the race. It feels like you're walking away. You leave too quickly when things get challenging. Stay and try to work it out. There has been a point in your love life, Sagittarius, where you seem to walk away too quickly. You put in very little effort. You used to have very little patience for a situation to work out. This is the moment, Sagittarius, where you agreed you have anxiety. Correct. Agreed you have anxiety. But there is a person or a situation that you're moving towards which requires commitment, which requires persistence, which requires you not to give up when things get slow, or when things start moving too slowly, or when the initial excitement in a situation wears off. A lot of you, Sagittarius, could be moving towards a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. Or then this is the energy that you're embodying. Okay, I feel you have the energy of someone who's slow, dull, but extremely, extremely loyal, dedicated and committed. You're moving on from anyone who's non-committal. You're moving on from anyone who is just, with whom you felt like you're just going around in circles and the situation is getting nowhere. I feel, Sagittarius, there has been an ending in your life, okay? And you choose to accept that ending. You choose to accept that something's no longer working out for you. You choose to accept that a situation is dead, done and over with. Instead of reviving, in some of you, very few of you may choose to revive a dead connection and want to give it your efforts again. Some of you. Others of you are done. You're done and you don't want to revive a dead connection anymore because you know that the outcome remains the same and you're slowly but steadily preparing to move forward. Like I said, there was a time I used to walk away too quickly, okay? From if there was a new investment, you would walk away too quickly because you're like, okay, that's going to be a waste of time. That's too much of effort, or that's like, very high risks and low rewards. No. Now you've reached a point where you realize that whatever time, energy, effort, resources you are investing into someone, you're ready to wait for things to come into fruition. Now, although you are moving forward, Sagittarius, I still feel that there is a strong sense of anxiety out here. It says worry and fear may be overwhelming, keeping you up at night. Acknowledge your emotions, but don't let them consume you. Clarity will come through patience and self-compassion. The universe is saying stop having sleepless nights about, am I doing the right thing? Should I be moving forward? Should I go back to the past? Am I moving forward too quickly? Stop feeling guilty. Stop feeling guilty about moving on from people, places, situations that don't serve you. Stop feeling guilty to move on from someone you invested your time, energy, effort into and they turned out to be a complete waste of time. Stop feeling guilty. The good thing is that maybe you were blaming the universe all this while, whereas the universe is saying you made a decision, you made a choice, you made a decision. Every action has a reaction. So you could have taken some action in the past. You could have made a choice in the past, and the choice had a reaction. Okay, so there was a consequence. But the good thing is that you're not sitting to blame the universe on the consequence, and you're slowly trying to move forward. So I feel either you're moving towards a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you're moving towards someone very dedicated, loyal, committed, or then the universe is saying this is the energy that you are embodying. Okay, from the 20th to the 26th, you're preparing yourself to move forward from someone who's just beating around the bush and the situation gets nowhere. Now, let's see the energy attached to you. When it comes to the energy attached to you, keep in mind this could be someone you're leaving, okay, or this could be just a random energy, okay, that's wanting to come towards you. I feel you are letting go of someone who is again and again wanting to come towards you, but without changing. There is some transformation, there is some change that this person needs to embody. This person refuses to change. This person shows a lot of resistance. There could be someone out here who is either holding on to their past traumas because of which they can't completely trust you, or then this person out here has a lot of fear of new beginnings. Okay, you could be dealing with someone who has a lot of fear of new beginnings. Okay, this person out here does not understand that transformation is good for them. I feel you're dealing with someone who is holding on to a past person, situation, attitude, mindset, or thought process which makes them feel safe and secure. Okay, but the truth is that that situation just is comfortable. They're choosing their comfort zone. Okay, they do need to end something. Whoever is attached to you or whoever you're letting go, this person out here keeps coming back to you, but they come back to you unchanged. They come back to you without shedding the old traits. There is something that they need to shed. Like the snake sheds their old skin so that they can become a new snake, so that they can come into a rebirth. This person refuses to shed their old skin. So they keep coming back to you with their old skin, which is why you feel that the situation just keeps going around and around, and it's never different. I'm getting someone who keeps approaching you, but with the same mindset. Okay, they don't change their strategy, they don't change their mindset, they don't change their actions, and they keep coming towards you wanting a different outcome. Untrue stories. They tell themselves bad things. They need to change their stories and see the good that can happen. See, I'm telling you, they could have people around them who tell them stories about, you know what, you should never trust this one, you should never trust women, you should never trust men. I don't know who they are with, but they keep telling themselves these kind of stories which are not true, which is absolutely, which has nothing to do with reality. So someone is telling them bad things, or someone is telling them, how to be very judgmental towards you, or someone out here is constantly, like filling their ears with gossip or rumors, or they themselves could be talking to themselves, and they are telling themselves negative things. They're very overly critical and overly pessimistic when it comes to the connection with you, which is why they don't want to change their ways. They believe they don't want to change their ways because if they change their ways all the way for you, you're not going to change for them, or then you may walk away, you may, you're not reliable. I don't know. They're just very negative. Emotion, look at that. Whoever's coming towards you, this person out here has a lot of love for you for sure. There is a possibility of a brand new beginning between you and this person, Sagittarius, but this person won't let it happen. This person won't let it happen. Okay, because again, they're constantly holding on to the disappointment from the past. They're constantly holding on to crying over spilt milk. They're constantly holding on to some kind of lack of reciprocity in their love life in the past. Okay, so this person, whoever is coming towards you, or whoever whoever's attached to you, this person is living their life with a closed heart. So if you are making up your mind to move on from someone like this, I do see that you're not moving forward full speed. You are at least prepared to move forward. Go for it. Keep moving forward, okay? Because I don't see this person wanting to change. There is too much of ego and resistance and very stubborn and rigid attitude to want to change. Okay, this person also feels that if they change for you, they will not have the upper hand. And they are choosing to stay in that position so that they can have the upper hand on you. Okay.